Welcome back to the Sportsmore Sofa. We're here to talk about the latest transfer gossip that's dominating the headlines. Luis Suarez, will he still be a Liverpool player next season?
I think he will, yeah. I mean, there's obviously been a lot of talk about him going to Barcelona, and the bite incident has made people think, will Liverpool stick by him? Will Barcelona still want him? Liverpool have stuck by him. I think that's the right thing to do, even if it is very controversial for them to do so. He obviously wanted to leave last summer, but he played so well when he came back, and Liverpool did a lot for him. I think he's grateful for that, and he loves Liverpool as a place. It's just whether Barcelona make an offer that Liverpool can't refuse. I think it needs to be 80 million plus for them to consider selling. I think.
Wow. Do you agree with that, Matt?
No, by the beginning of August, Luis Suarez will be a Barcelona player. He's not going Real Madrid. They're not interested in him. It will be Barcelona. Sanchez going in the opposite direction, a bit of money, and Suarez will play for Barcelona in November when he comes back.
Don't believe that. No.
I mean, I think if it is a swap deal, like you say, I mean, Sanchez would be a really good option for Liverpool. I mean, if they have to lose Suarez, Sanchez would be a great replacement. He's played really well for Chile at the World Cup. And if Suarez goes to Barcelona, Sanchez isn't really going to get a look in, is he? It's Messi, Neymar, Suarez. I mean, Sanchez he's never going to start a game, and going to Liverpool probably would be a good move for him. Although apparently he'd rather sign for Arsenal if he's going to come to England. Do you think that could happen?
I hope not. I hope he comes to Liverpool if he does come anywhere in England, because he's a top quality player. I think he'll do really well in the Premier League. Arsenal, they signed Ozil last season. Are they going to sign another big player? I think they need to if they're going to keep challenging for the top four.
Well, they've been linked with Balotelli, haven't they?
Yeah, well, Balotelli, I'm not sure I can really see him going to Arsenal.
I can't see Wenger ever signing a character like Balotelli. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about it, but I mean, for me, Wenger's never going to sign a character like that. Just like upset the dressing room.
Especially for the money they're talking about. I mean, they're talking 25, 30 million, and I just can't see Wenger spending that sort of money.
You say Arsenal need a new striker. I mean, because I don't know if Giroud can win them the league. He's their number one option up front, but it's not going to be Balotelli, surely.
I mean, if I think of Arsenal, I think it's Sanchez. I think he's got 17. I think it was 17 league goals last season. Some people under the impression he had a poor season with Barcelona, and that's why usually they try and get him out. But he didn't start the big game, but he was brilliant. I mean, he scored a lot of goals, and I think if he does come to Liverpool, Arsenal, hopefully United might be in there as well. He'd score a lot of goals next season in England.
I mean, going back to Liverpool, they've signed. It looks like they're going to sign Alana. They've already got Lambert, and there's this massive exodus at Southampton. I mean, are they going to fall back massively next season, losing all these players?
It depends who they spend this money on. I mean, you saw Tottenham fall back after losing Bale last season, and the amount of players that are going, the amount of promising players. I mean, Lallana, Shaw, and Lambert, arguably three of their four best players with Jay Rodriguez last season. It's going to take a lot of reinvestment to get them up to the same level. I think they are capable if they spend the money well of maintaining their level, but it's going to be tough for them,
I think Southampton have got a real problem now. I think there's talk of Lovren as well, isn't there? Liverpool might be interested. I think they've got a serious problem. You can't lose players of that calibre. Southampton, they had a good season last season, but you can't lose players of that calibre. Doesn't matter who they bring in for me. I think they're going to really struggle.
Do you think Shaw was a good signing for Man
I think it's a great signing. I mean, you look at people saying it's a lot of money, but he could potentially be United's fullback for the next 10 years, England's as well. I think the thing Evra stayed as well. I was a fan of getting him out last season, but I think under Evra's guidance, he's going to really thrive, and I think he'll be a fantastic signing.
Who else do you think United need to sign?
I think they need another midfielder, someone like Vidal. I can't see it. Schweinsteiger's been spoken about. I think Herrera's a fantastic signing. He's a brilliant player, but they need another player in there like Schweinsteiger. I know you guys are there's a lot of people saying that Champions League football is an issue, that United can't offer that. I don't share that view. I think the name's big enough to get someone like Schweinsteiger, another centre-back, possibly a winger.
They do need a lot to get back up there, don't they?
Yeah, but I think so. Under Wenger, it's going to be... I think Martins Indy's been spoken about as well, and Stefan de Vrij, possibly £8 million.
Dutch link with Van Gaal, isn't it? So,
yeah, I mean, I don't want the entire Dutch squad, but there's been talk of Dirk Kuyt as well. I'm not too sure about that.
that can't happen.
To play wing back as well, but
definitely not.
For me.
You were saying, Brian, that you think Chelsea have done the best business getting Fabregas.
I think
Costa hasn't gone through yet, but...
Costa's inevitable to go through. Getting Courtois back and Fabregas in, I mean, that's by far the best business. To get Fabregas for 30 million is a very, very good deal. I think they've got to be installed as favourites at the moment to win the league with those additions.
If Courtois coming back, if he's starting in goal, where's Petr Cech going?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, I can't see him sitting on the bench. I still think he's got 3 or 4 good years left in him.
I mean, I think it'd be a good sign for Arsenal. I mean, I know Arsenal, Chesney did have a good season last year, but they still don't have, that brilliant keeper. And I mean, it'd be a good move for Cech. He doesn't have to leave London. And he's joining another good team. I think that would be a good move for Cech.
Would Chelsea want to sell him to a London rival?
But then surely they can't keep him. If
Courtois can't sit on the bench next season, he can't and he won't. He won't have gone back there. No, he's sitting on the bench. For me, he is the best goalkeeper in the world. at 21, 22 almost, he's the best goal by a million miles. He's that good. He can't sit on the bench next season with Chelsea, and Czech will have to go, I think. I mean, what's happened to Schwarzer? Has he been offered a new deal? I think he's in the 2 minutes, so they need another goalkeeper. But
Czech's
Czech's
not going to be a backup.
Is he?
He's
No, he's not a backup.
Definitely not.
But he's not going to have any shortage of offers to him.
No, certainly not.
So they'll have a choice whether to sell him to Arsenal or maybe abroad or something like that.
I think if he's going to go, they want to go abroad, don't they? Because he's a good goalkeeper.
There's going to be loads of moves, isn't there, this summer? So
Obviously, the World Cup's dominating the attention, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. As soon as the World Cup over, what happens
should be good.
So, yeah.
Anyway, that's all we've got time for today. Thanks for watching.